All right, so we are back here, still Saturday, at the Natchez show. And I am here with Kelly Ritter. He's the son of the famous collector Floyd Ritter. He's very hard to get on camera. I've been chasing him now for years and finally got him. How's the show going for you, Kelly?
Going good.
All right. So you have brought a fabulous collection. So why don't we start down here on the end, and let's kind of look over here and let's take a look at some of these incredible folders that you have now. I mean, so if you had to pick one out of these, what's probably your favorite folder?
That'd be hard to. It'd be. I guess it's not necessarily the best one.
Yeah, that's a killer there for sure.
A. Davies.
Absolutely. So you've got a pair here, and these are two different makers, are they not?
Two different makers, pretty identical knives, but two different makers. One's
Absolutely.
a Bunting and one's a Butcher.
That is
Wade
crazy.
And Butcher.
I love this one here, this folder here with the horse head.
The Congreve.
Yeah, that's really nice. Now, what's the maker of the alligator here?
I believe that's Wade and Butcher also.
Wade and Butcher. Look at that thing. And some of these have some really unusual blade shapes. Can you look
This
at that?
is probably about 40% of my folder collection, but it's my best stuff.
Best of your folder collection.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's fantastic. All right, so let's move on down here to some really amazing buoys. And most of these you have a lot of sheaths for them too, right? But just don't have room to
at
put
least
them in
half
here.
of them have the sheaths. I just keep them behind the case here just to show off the blades.
Gotcha.
It's hard to show off the blades and the sheaths
Now,
together.
Kelly, how long have you been collecting knives?
I'm 52 now, so I started when I was probably in my late 20s.
Late 20s?
Yep.
Gotcha. And did your dad get you into it?
Yeah, just following him to shows and just sort of picked up the interest.
Right. And then you have a brother named Steve, and he likes to collect as well, right?
Yeah, he's got a good collection of stuff too,
Yeah.
but he usually can't make it to the shows like
Sure.
as easy as I can.
Yep. He's self-employed, so he's got to run the business.
Yep.
So these are some really amazing knives. So out of these here, tell us about a few of these. Well, look, like this one here with that really cool lion head.
Just a Tillotson, just a really unusual lion's head pommel.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see the reclining lion, but you rarely see the...
Yeah, I don't have one of those. That's really cool that you guys see that thing. Look at that. That's cool. This was a really nice one here.
I just bought that one. Yeah, that's one that was in my dad's collection probably when I was back in my 20s and 30s. He had that in his collection for a long time, and I just bought it here at the Natchez show.
Brought it back home. Good for you.
This is my very first Bowie knife I ever owned right there. That.
Gosh, and what year was that?
It was probably in my late 20s.
Gosh.
IXL, just a long clip point. I don't have a sheath for it, but that was my first knife.
Very nice. All right, so let's move over to the next display case here. And this one here, these are some real killers here.
Yeah, these are some of my good ones. Several of these were, several of them were in Dad's collection, and there's quite a few of them that were in the Arkansas exhibit.
Yep. This one here's got just a really unusual handle shape.
That was out of the Robert Abels collection. That's pictured in his books.
Yes, that's right. That is in the catalog. And this one, I believe, is in the Sure Defense too, right?
Yeah, that was in the museum.
Yep, and the old Zach knife.
Yeah,
yep.
that's been published a few times.
Up here, was that a
Ibbotson piece?
Ibbotson piece. Look at
that. Was out of the Bill Williamson collection. That was pictured with him on the front of a
magazine cover.
Arms Gazette, 1975.
Williamson, right? Had that on there. Yes. Yep, I've got that.
And that was it. It was also in the museum.
Yep. Beautiful Congreve.
That's also hanging on that wall of knives.
Oh, it's on the wall of buoys, isn't it? Yes. Really some great pieces there. And I think this knife here, you told me at one point, is your favorite knife.
That's probably my favorite. It's got documentation of being in with the Mexican War. It's even got etching on the sheath of who it was captured by and then who it was presented to. And just when Dad probably got that when I was in high school, and I remember how excited he was to get that knife, and the the couple that brought it down from Iowa, he had made him an offer, and I guess they had thought it over, and they drove all the way from Iowa to bring him that knife.
Wow, that's beautiful, and that's also in the exhibit.
That was in the Arkansas Museum. Yeah, that's it's in the book.
Really, some amazing stuff. Look at that full alligator knife. It's got a little bit of pitting on the blade, but still, that etch is what's left of it is fantastic.
It says, "I'm off," as the fly says to the mince pie, whatever that means. Some early.
What kind of an old slogan was that back in those days?
They had some weird sayings. They had early English. They had just had some weird sayings. It made sense to them, I guess. But
now this one's fairly new in your collection, right? This big.
That double ricasso.
Yep. And there's a photo you can find of a guy carrying a knife exactly like that from the 19th century.
That's one. That's probably might be one of my biggest knives.
Yes, for sure. And these are beautiful as well.
These are just some of my smaller.
Now, would you classify these still as Bowies, even though they're small?
Yeah, they're bigger than Dirks.
Yep.
But they're just smaller, medium or smaller size Bowies.
Your collection is fabulous. You guys used to have this show many years ago, right? And now this is the first one in a long time?
This is the first show since, I believe, 2015.
Gotcha. Great. Well, thanks so much for sharing.
Yeah, anytime.